So I think in all of this, we've recognized that you can represent assets of different types on blockchains. You can represent, well, there's the native token themselves, which serves as the crypto economic incentive mechanism for driving your shared ledger if it's a public ledger. But you can also represent bonds and equities and other forms of derivatives on these shared ledgers. But in order to do anything, you first of all need some kind of cash leg. The crypto community would call the cash leg a stable coin, and there's algorithmic versions of stable coins, and there are backed versions of stable coins. We all know who they are. But the best stable coin of all is, at least for wholesale purposes, and maybe stable coin is even the wrong word to use because it didn't even exist a few years ago, the term itself, would be some kind of digital cash mechanism represented on a blockchain that is backed and has some of the characteristics of central bank money. Zero credit risk, zero counterparty risk, settlement finality, the things that would be needed in the financial industry for DVP, delivery versus payment, and PVP, payment versus payment. And it was in that regard that going back to 2016, where a few small numbers of banks and a few technologists met in Triton Square in London, and we had this kind of idea. Well, what if you could create a tokenized digital payment system running on a blockchain where the token was actually backed by pounds or euros or dollars, and that and designed in a mechanism that was more about serving the financial industry as a kind of utility, you know. And that's where the name utility settlement coin came from in the beginning. There was a bunch of research that was done over the subsequent years, technical research, but actually more importantly, legal and regulatory research, and very, very strong engagement with the various regulators around the world to ask them, you know, is something like this possible? And if it was possible, what kind of regulatory environment would need to exist in order for it to be valid?